Highness, the Honorable Lady graced the Omani women on the occasion of Omani Women's Day. His Highness Said Shihab bin Tariq Al Said reviews the bilateral relations between the Sultanate and the United Kingdom with His Excellency the British Ambassador. And the Public Establishment for Industrial Estates, Madain, signs an agreement to provide Internet of Things solutions for Noel Jawes's Muscat. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq sent cable of greetings to His Excellency President Dr. Ilham Haydar Aliyev of Azerbaijan on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. Her Highness, the Honorable Lady, spouse of His Majesty the Sultan, greeted the Omani women on the occasion of Omani Women's Day, which falls on the 17th of October every year. The message reads as follows. On the occasion of the Omani Women's Day, corresponding to the 17th of October, we extend greetings, thanks and appreciation to every woman who upholds the principles of goodness and values of tolerance, love and giving, and who contributes in building this dear country based on her position and her social, national and humanitarian duties in various fields and in all the ordinary and exceptional circumstances that the country is going through. To celebrate the Omani Women's Day on the 17th of October every year, His Highness Said Yazid bin Haitham Al Said, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, issued a ministerial decision to publicize the Omani Women's Club for Sports and Cultural Creativity as a translation of the foundations adopted by the Sultanate of Oman in the field of women's empowerment in various development fields. By publicizing the Omani Women's Club for Sports and Cultural Creativity, the Ministry seeks to stimulate the role of women in sports and cultural fields in line with the actual needs of women, organizing competitions, championships, and events in the cultural and sports fields. The Sultan marks today, the 17th of October, the 12th anniversary of the Omani Women's Day that embodies the appreciation of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq for the role of women in building the country and pushing forward the wheel of development along with man. It also came to stress women's pioneer and leading role in the memory of homeland since the dawn of history. The day is a celebration that granted Omani women a platform to upgrade the thoughts and participation of Omani women and to celebrate the achievements in all social, economic and political aspects of all life. The Omani woman has proved through occupying leading positions in various states establishments that she is an important partner in pushing forward the wheel of development. She also played a great role in setting up Oman Vision 2040. This participation has achieved the future aspirations of women's presence in sectors highlighted in Oman Vision 2040. The Sultan's Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai is organizing a panel discussions with a number of prominent Omani women from different sectors, entrepreneurs and social media activists. The discussion aims to highlight the role of Omani women in sustainability and development. The Sultan's Pavilion, in cooperation with the Women's Pavilion, reflected Expo 2020 vision, connecting minds, creating the future. His Highness Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defence Affairs, received at his office at Al Murtafa camp today His Excellency William Murray, the United Kingdom Ambassador designated to the Sultan. His Highness, the Deputy Prime Minister for Defence Affairs, welcomed His Excellency the Ambassador, wishing him success in his work assignments in the Sultanate. During the meeting, cordial conversations were exchanged and existing good bilateral relations between the Sultanate and the friendly United Kingdom were reviewed. His Excellency General Sultan Mohammed Al-Amani, Minister of the Royal Office, received His Excellency Mohammed bin Sultan Al Suwaidi, Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates, accredited to the Sultanate. During the meeting, they discussed the mutual cooperation of the two countries regarding regional and international issues and matters of common interest. In order to acquaint with the youth innovation and creative ideas and the communication channels for them, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth launched an e-portal which enabled individuals and establishments to share their products in various fields. The portal shortened the way for individuals to establishments to enable them to accomplish and share culture, sports and youth services in the Sultanate. This comes as part of the Oman Vision 2040 to enable Omani youth in various fields, considering them a basic pillar in nation development. The portal is meant for highlighting innovative ideas of talented Omani youth and adopt them by the ministry. The ideas will be supported and transformed into projects in various fields, including culture and sports field. The portal includes a database for youth, culture and sports fields, and those having innovative ideas in these fields and other ones can propose their ideas online. So to come, our news bulletin. The first edition of the book Achievements of In-Country Value for Companies Operating in the Energy and Mineral Sectors was launched. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate Oman Television. The main military committee for emergency management in its meeting discussed the ongoing procedures and field works, including the national efforts to deal with the impacts of the tropical condition. The meeting focused on the status of the main services in the governorates of North and South Al-Batna in coordination with the National Emergency Management Committee. During the meeting, the main military committee for emergency management directed to quickly complete the remaining support and field works in both governorates so as to bring back the situation in the affected wilayas back to normal life. Within the plan of the main military committees for emergency management in the governorates of North and South Al-Batna, the electrical technicians of the engineering services of the Ministry of Defense continue supporting electricity sector in cooperation with Mazoon Electricity Company to check the electrical panels of the affected houses in the North Al-Batna governorate. Within the framework of the recovery efforts from the tropical condition Shaheen, and according to the general plan of the main military committee for emergency management, a Royal Guard of Oman continued removing waste from the public places in a number of government schools and the affected houses. Government institutions, army, police force and a huge number of volunteers throughout North and South Al-Batna continue to work with those affected by Cyclone Shaheen. More details in the following report.
In this time of need, the country stands together with all those whom the flood of Cyclone Shaheen has damaged and changed the look of their homes and wiped out most of their belongings from their humble homes, leaving behind mud all over. A rapid response on the spot from the government before, during and after the cyclone, followed by a massive clean-up which mounted by the government agencies, aided by thousands of volunteers throughout North and South Al-Batina. Since then, non-stop work continues from the army and police force, together with other governmental agencies, along with private institutions and thousands of volunteers coming from every corner of the Sultanate. They have been working shoulder to shoulder and continue to do so up to this time. Thanks for such a solidarity that exists in the Sultanate. This group here, ambassadors of humanitarian team and many others, are all united for one cause.
We Omanis are united. I'm proud for this solidarity.
Indeed, the situation was so difficult. The high water level brought by the cyclone Shaheen has put many people in danger. This young girl here insisted that she has to talk to me, where she explained how the situation was and how she and her relatives survived. They had to swim and pull one another to get to the roof of their house. She thanked God for giving her and the family strength to manage the situation. This cyclone blocked and flooded roads, people trapped in vehicles, building collapses, and overflowing dams has automatically brought people to the cyclone centers to assist one another. Thanks goes to all and the government for returning services required in these areas to normalcy. Urra al-Barwaniya says, we join our fathers and all hand in hand. Indeed, Omanis are united, and it's great to see this solidarity from male to female, adult and young, all together are here to provide that assistance. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Al-Khabura, Governorate of North Al-Batina.
The Public Establishment for Industrial Estates Madain, represented by its technical arm, Knowledge Oasis Muscat, COM, signed an agreement with the National Energy Center to provide Internet of Things solutions for COM. The agreement aims to launch an initiative to transfer the Knowledge Oasis Muscat into a smart city by adopting and applying modern technologies and Internet of Things solutions and benefiting from technical expertise of the center in the field of Internet of Things initiatives and consultations related to smart city projects. The agreement focuses on four main axes: environment and consumption reduction, smart management and control of buildings, facilities, and smart solutions for security and safety. Under this agreement, the center will implement a set of smart technologies in Knowledge Oasis Muscat in order to qualify it to become a smart city. With the aim of raising awareness of the in-country value development program and highlighting the achievements of companies in this field, the first edition of a book, Achievements of In-Country Value for Companies Operating in the Energy and Mineral Sector, was launched. More details in the following report.
In-country value ICV programs are considered one of the key enablers for the enhancement of local businesses and human capital development to attain social and economic growth. Within this standpoint, the first edition of the book, entitled In-Country Value Achievements of Companies Operating in the Oil and Gas Sector, was inaugurated under the supervision of the Ministry of Energy and Minerals and Oman Society for Petroleum Services, OPAL.
It came at the right time. I think it was really important for us in the oil and gas industry to publish such book in order to increase the awareness of the in-country value, not only to the oil and gas industry, but to other sectors. The in-country value is very important for every country. And in Oman, also, we look to the in-country value as one of the main pillar of oil and gas economy. And its contribution has resulted into more jobs for Omanis and also prosperity in the businesses in the oil and gas industry. We need really to keep the momentum and we need to increase the spend in our local products and also allocating enough contracts to the small medium enterprises.
In light of the exceptional circumstances the world has gone through due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the oil and gas sector continued its efforts to boost the sustainable economic development through various ICV initiatives and programs.
As we all know, recently the whole world have gone through a tough environment. We had the pandemic, and previously the rates of the oil and gas have gone really down. So focusing on ICV would definitely enhance the local economy. There has been several programs. We can witness in the recent past several manufacturing have been established in Oman. Alhamdulillah, the SMEs and the medium, middle-sized companies have been given a lot of support, and they have employed several Omani citizens at the same time.
During the inauguration ceremony, the achievements of the participating companies were reviewed, particularly in asset investment, recruitment and qualification of national cadres, purchasing local goods and services, supporting SMEs, and localizing technology. Launching the ICV book marks a milestone for the oil and gas in-country value journey towards sustaining ICV across all sectors and maximizing the national investments and revenues. صالح بخلفان الرحبي, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
As part of Royal Oman Police strategy of recruiting national personnel, Royal Oman Police recruited those with bachelor degree. More details in the following report.
As a part of Royal Oman Police strategy of recruiting national personnel and to continue strengthening the policing environment, the Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Science in Wilayat of Nizwa is about to receive new batch of specialized candidates officers. These new recruits held bachelor degrees in several majors including criminology, criminal justice, biomedicine, risk management, and other related majors that fulfill the requirements of ROP workflow. They have successfully undergone and passed all the evaluation and medical assessments requirements. Once the candidate arrive in the academy, they will join and start training program, which will enable them to gain full knowledge of policing duties, including military and athlete training, as well as basic legal and policing science. The other part of the program will be practical, where the candidate will be deployed in every ROP formations to apply what they had learned and see in practice. Recalling to that, the candidate truly expressed their happiness to be part of Royal Oman Police and to be in the front line to serve their country.
I'm a graduate from the University of Queensland. I studied biomedical sciences. I'm really honored to be joining the Royal Omani Police, and I'm grateful for being given the chance to give back to my country.
I'm a graduate student from University of Alabama at Birmingham, majoring in criminal justice. I'm really happy to join Royal Oman Police, and I'm ready to serve this country.
I am so proud and honored today to join Royal Oman Police. I am majoring in mechanical engineering from University of Kentucky, and I will be working on transportation sector, and I wish to be successful.
As a part of the modern strategy of recruitment, the Royal Oman Police reaffirmed its commitment to staff the up-to-date, qualified and trained personnel to work among their colleagues and to serve the citizens and the residents in the Sultanate. This is First Lieutenant Saeed bin Salim al-Mharzi, Governorate of Muscat.
You're watching the Sultan of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq graced the President of Azerbaijan on his country's independence anniversary. Her Highness, the Honorable Lady, greets the Omani women on the occasion of Omani Women's Day. His Highness Said Shihab bin Tariq Al Said reviews the bilateral relations between the Sultan and the United Kingdom with His Excellency the British Ambassador. And the Public Establishment for Industrial Estates Madain signs an agreement to provide Internet of Things solutions for Knowledge Oasis Muscat. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, stay safe. Good night.